What's up, everybody? It's iCkEdMeL, and I want to ask you guys about the hepatitis B vaccine, your thoughts, and I want to share some of my thoughts, and I'm going to play this quick little clip for you guys. And let me just tell you this, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get the vaccine, and I'm not a medical professional. I'm just saying that it's nothing wrong with asking questions. I feel like society shuns you. God forbid you ask something about the vaccine or you have a different thought than what the masses tell you when everybody's feeding to you. The hepatitis B vaccine, I think, is kind of interesting because it's not required for babies, but it's one of the first things that they give to babies when they're born. You sign this waiver, they give it to your baby. A lot of parents even know that the baby are getting it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't get it, but I'm just saying that you should be aware and you should ask questions. And when I went to the doctor a long time ago, one of the first visits, I asked the doctor about the hepatitis B. Does it have mercury? Why is the baby required to give this? And he's like, oh, it's just what they do. But then I started pressing him. And when I started pressing him, he was like, kind of like looking at me like, damn, because I was just like, it's a sexually transmitted disease transmitted by sex or dirty needles or anything like that. As far as I know, there aren't any babies that are going to be having sex or getting dirty needles. He told me, yeah, it's true that they don't actually need the hepatitis B, but that they give it to babies because they don't think that teenagers are going to come back and get the shot. They're going to, I don't know. That's what he told me. Let me play this clip for you and share your thoughts down below. You don't have to agree. Let's just have a conversation. Let's go. Get on with the video.
In the U.S. hospitals, when you sign in to have your baby, parents, you need to know this, you are giving permission for routine care, right? So routine care means whisk that baby off, dry them off, vitamin K, which I think is okay, it's a good idea. Hepatitis B, 250 micrograms of aluminum for a vaccine your baby does not need. You know how we catch hepatitis B, right, Mike?
It's sexually transmitted, blood transmitted, yeah.
Exactly. So hepatitis B you catch from sex and IV drug use, right? Sharing dirty needles. And I'm thinking, none of the babies in my practice are doing that, right? That same year that we took the thimerosal out of the vaccines.
Thimerosal is a compound, I think it's an organic compound of mercury. So they used to have this, oh, it's fine, everything's fine, it's from the government, everything's fine, nothing wrong with mercury, it's cool. But they took it out now. Let me continue.
We moved the hepatitis B vaccine from being given to teenagers to being given to newborns. Now the hepatitis B vaccine has 250 micrograms of aluminum. The adult daily max is 50. 5 times the adult maximum you're going to inject into a newborn.
I don't know, that's pretty interesting, man. And I looked up the effects of too much aluminum, and there's a ton of effects on the body, neurological especially too, that can have on a person, not even just a baby, but an adult. So I just want to share that. This is my thoughts. Tell me what you think. We still did it anyway. Hepatitis B is like not one of those things that I wanted to miss, but I don't see what the importance is in giving the hepatitis as soon as the baby's born and injecting all this stuff as soon as the baby's born. The vitamin K, it's cool, whatever. And I think in closing about the whole aluminum debate, because I took some time to research, I was just gonna put this video out, but then I was like, let me research aluminum. There's a lot of debate and controversy whether how much aluminum is toxic for a baby. I believe the FDA states that 4 milligrams in the course of 1 year. Anything over would be too much. But just to put it into perspective, this one dose of hepatitis B has 250 micrograms of aluminum. So I'm just going to read this article just to put it a little bit into perspective. I'm not saying not to take any vaccines, but it's just to be informed. Over here it says aluminum is a neurotoxin. This site's immunityeducationgroup.org. There are only 2 research studies published decades ago that measures the elimination of injected aluminum in humans. One study involved one person and the other tested aluminum in 6 adults over a 5-day period. 30% of heavy metal remained in the bodies by the end of the study. Since then, aluminum research has been restricted to animals because it is now considered to be too toxic. All animal research has demonstrated that aluminum is toxic to the brain, bones, and immune system. Additionally, in 1997, doctors discovered that hospitalized premature babies being fed through IVs were unknowingly receiving 50 micrograms of aluminum each day, which impaired neurological and mental development. They published the findings in the New England Journal of Medicine. Since that time, the FDA has required warning labels on IV solutions and medications to put a limit of 25 micrograms on every IVing bag used in hospitals. Another thing here is, what would you say if you found out that almost every baby in America receives up to 1,225 micrograms of aluminum in vaccines at every infant checkup? That's at least 50 times the FDA safety limit. It happens 3 times in just 6 months. Even at birth, all babies get 10 times the FDA safety limit of aluminum in one hepatitis B shot. The best advice I've gotten from multiple parents is to space out the vaccines. That's what I would recommend. I spoke to our doctor the last time we had a visit. And they were cool with us splitting the vaccine, so we're due to go back again. I'm not telling you guys not to get the vaccines done, but inform yourselves, stay informed, know about what's going on, know what the ingredients are in the vaccines, and ask the doctor, does the vaccine have mercury, right? And ask if you can split some of the vaccines. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day, and peace.
I see